Hey guys, today Popcorn and Champagne is on location here at Salon Moguls. Today we are in the presence of greatness. We have owner and proprietor Tanzy Wright, along with her other master stylist, Eric Pulse. I'm so happy to be here. This is one of my besties. She has over 30 years in the game of hair.
So this is nothing, Tiff. She has 30 years, right?
Yes.
But she's like very young. You're like,
I
what,
am.
35,
She's a baby.
right?
She's a baby.
I get it. I get it.
And she is the mother, we have to say, of Cameron Wright.
Yes.
And he is a beautiful boy.
Yes, he is.
Beautiful boy.
That's her pride and joy.
Yep.
He
I
is.
get
He
it.
is.
I get it. I
He
get
is.
it.
And
Yep.
we're just so happy to be here today.
Welcome, Tanzy. Welcome.
Mama, we made it.
Mama, we made it.
So this salon is gorgeous.
Thank you.
It is brand new. Tell us all about it.
So, this salon came about because in 2020? Mm-hmm. We had a tornado here in Nashville, and then 2 weeks later, COVID happened.
Oh, girl. It was whammy on top.
2020 was a rough year.
It was a rough year.
It was rough.
So, I had to move to a suite. We were off for a few months with COVID. I had to move to a smaller suite. I had to tell my staff.
Oh, no. Reed.
I had to let them go because it was very stressful at
Sure.
that time.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of stylist slash owner.
Yeah.
I typically, they're all like my babies.
That's right.
And I just did not want to let them go, but I had to. I had been in the game for so long, and I was a protector of them and things like that.
Yeah.
So when COVID happened, my son was in school,
Yes.
and so we did virtual school,
Yeah.
which was
I know about that.
It changed our world.
it changed our
I mean,
world.
we got all
and
A's,
so
though,
I
with
needed
virtual school.
time to just sit back and just breathe.
Yeah.
I could not take on any other projects. I couldn't
That's right.
do anything. And so I took that time. It's been 3 years. In the process of me just sitting back and just, trying to figure out what my next move was going to be, I found this property and I purchased it last year. Actually, it's a year this month.
Oh my
that I
gosh.
closed on it.
Oh my God.
And so I purchased this property, and when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God. But I come from a background of contractors and things like that. My dad is so, he knows how to do everything.
We
But
love
anyway,
your daddy.
Yeah. So he's always been a part of all of my projects.
Yes.
And so we ended up finding this place, and I looked at it, we closed on it, and then we started construction probably about 4 months later.
Yeah.
Because I allowed the tenants to stay a few more months after we had closed. And so we started working on it like mid-July, August, and here we are.
Here we are.
So one of the things that I noticed, Tanzy, is that it looks like everything that in this shop is intentional.
It was.
It looks like all the artwork that you have on the walls are Black women.
It is.
Was that intentional for
It
you
was
to do that?
intentional, yes.
What was your inspiration behind that?
Well, my inspiration was this is my place, so I could do pretty much whatever I wanted. The other place, you try not to spend so much money considering it's not yours. So this time I was like, I'm going all in. And I was intentional because in different salons where I was, it was very much multicultural area, and we were on a show called Tabitha's Takeover, and they were like, you need to try to assimilate into the neighborhood, even though I was previously there.
Right.
I grew up in East Nashville.
Right.
It was actually our neighborhood,
Right.
but it had been gentrified, and so they wanted us to kind of tailor it to the aesthetics of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I felt like, every business that I typically go in, I don't necessarily see a reflection of us as Black women.
Right.
And so with my business, I said, well, you know what? I mean, my business is open to everyone.
Absolutely.
But you're gonna see us in here. It's gonna represent us.
I love it.
And so I was very intentional about making sure all of my photos were or artwork was of Black women.
Yeah.
And I went to the ends of the work.
I love it.
to find them.
I love it.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask, why beauty? Why hair?
I was born. Literally, I was born to do this. So I don't know of any other job I could possibly do other than, interior design. As long as I can remember, I was as small as my son, who is 10. I've always done hair. I've always been into hair and fashion, and I mean, it's just a part of me. It's hard to explain when it's just a God-given gift. It's not like I can just tell you, oh, I went to school. When I went to school, I could do things. I was surprised myself how fast I could learn when I was at a very young age. So it's just a part of me, just like my phalanges. That's an inside joke. But
so Eric, so you've been working with Tanzy for a while now, right? So can you talk about some of the things that you've learned by working with her?
Well, she advanced my skills in cutting and color. Where I came from, we really didn't do a lot of that. So when working with her, she helped me out with that a lot.
Good. Okay. Wonderful. Is there anything that, since you've been working with her, that you want to see in yourself when you go out? I mean, what have you learned from her? And I know that's a loaded question, right?
And I see myself when I go out. To be more, to me, Tanzy, like they use the reference now, she's a boss. So when I step out here, eventually I will want to be my own boss and run.
And the good thing about that is that I'm sitting here with her, and I feel the energy. She wants that from you. You know, you can tell, like you said, these people are your babies, right? You can tell, and that's really good when you have a boss like that. So that's really good. That speaks volumes.
A great
your
leader
character.
creates other great leaders.
That's right.
Okay, say it, come again.
A great leader creates.
I love
other
it.
great
Absolutely.
leaders.
That's right.
I love
That's
it.
right.
I love it.
And what I love about Eric is that he's not afraid of that. You know, in this industry, I know it can get really competitive.
Yeah.
And but he not only is your friend, but you are a mentor. Honestly, 100%.
He's coachable.
Yes.
That's the thing now.
Yes.
He's coachable.
Yeah, because tell us about, the game has changed, Reek. You got new and young, stylists coming out here doing a whole bunch of TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
So the industry has changed a lot, especially after COVID. So for me, I've been in the industry for 30 years, and I am just trying to figure out which direction I want to go going forward to stay relevant in the industry. And so I like having Eric here. He's younger than I am. We do totally different types of styles. And I like having other stylists here who do the opposite of what I do. It makes all of us better. When you
it's
do
a
that.
give and take because you're learning from him.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And he learns from me. And I've had that before, so I want to create in this salon the same thing, with newer stylists, younger stylists, and my clients, they can be offered, because I interchange with him all the time with clients. If I'm sick, Eric can do my clients depending on what they're actually getting done, and I don't have a problem with that.
You feel comfortable with your
absolutely.
That's wonderful.
I've always done that. I've always done that. And so I want to have a group of people who are opposites, but all opposites attract. And if Eric does, I don't do lace fronts or closures and things. I do closures, but not necessarily 360s. All the stuff that the
baby
new
hair
generation do.
Aggressive baby hair. But it's coming like down here. It's too much.
I mean, for me, but I'm not gonna knock it.
Everybody some people like baby hair.
Exactly.
I get it. Aggressive baby hair, regular baby hair.
I would love to have stylists who do those things, and I can watch them. If I decide to do it, maybe I will. If I don't necessarily have to. But I liked seeing all the different stylists and the different techniques that they do. Because I just don't want to work that hard, honey. I don't work that hard.
So Tanzy, let me ask you this. So your shop is absolutely gorgeous. You can tell we talked about it being intentional. It looks like you did not miss a beat on this.
Thank you.
So you mentioned interior design. Is that going to be the next coming of Tanzy, right?
Maybe. We will see.
Okay.
It just all depends on where my son goes to school.
I get it.
And how much money it's gonna cost.
I get it.
And how my hands have been good to me. God has been good to me all these years. I don't have any ailments or anything like that. So we'll see. But I mean, outside of that, I've had a couple of people call me already. It was like, hey, can you do my business? I have a friend. They have a couple of doctor's offices.
Yeah.
And they were like, can you come and do my
So that could be a niche thing. You can come in,
on the side.
do the Tanzy takeover. The Tanzy takeover.
That's
You
it.
heard it here first.
Here it
The
is.
Tanzy takeover.
Tony
That's
named
it.
it.
That's it. The Tansy takeover.
So, trademark it, girl.
Yeah,
You know,
there we go. You better get it now. You better do it
So
now.
talk to us a little about community. Now that you are owner of your shop, which is a
Again.
long time coming.
Again.
Yeah. What do you want to do in the community? How do you want to give back?
I've given back to the community. I've always worked with women. So we've partnered with the National Rescue Mission before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be in contact with them to try to do something with them. You know, when they had the flood in New Orleans and all that, and they had all those people here. We did all type of stuff during that time. And yeah, so I actually like working with them. We worked with them a few times.
Okay.
And so I'm going to reach out to them and let them know that we are back open, back in business, because that's something we have to do. Because if God, you know, when He gives to us, He doesn't give it to us just for us. It's for us to bless other people. So that's what I try to do. But in the midst of, like I said, when I was working alone, it was just a lot harder to do that. My plate was just completely full. So now I can actually breathe a little bit, and we can get back to doing what I do best.
Get it.
And you know, for me, and I know Tony could probably attest to this, you know, being in that chair with you, and you know, Tanzy and I go way back, and she's the creator of all these books.
Okay.
But not only that, it's therapy.
It is
Absolutely.
therapy.
You know,
Absolutely.
like we have cried,
Absolutely.
we have laughed, we have gotten
Absolutely.
divorced, we have
Oh,
done
my God.
all of it.
Ooh.
We've
I
she's
agree.
had children,
Yeah.
but
I've always said your stylist is your therapist.
I gotta tell you this story, though, Tony.
Sure.
Tiffany was the first one to see me the next day after I had my son. It was snowing. You know, my son's birthday is Christmas Eve.
Oh.
And so
And Tiffany's birthday is Christmas Day after Christmas.
Well, my birthday is the 22nd.
Oh my gosh.
So we're all
Okay.
Capricorn.
We're all
Okay.
Capricorn.
Okay.
So, I go into labor on my birthday, doing a sew-in.
Crazy.
And I had my son 2 days later. I'm going to cut out all the other details, but had my son 2 days later. And I called Tiffany. I'm like, hey, you know, I have Cameron's here.
Can't believe it.
It was snowing outside. Tiffany was at my foot of my bed in the hospital at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I said, I have to see this.
And when she got there, I was so tired. I was like, here.
Hey, take him. Take him. Take him.
And then I said, okay, I saw it. Good night.
Right.
But I'm just so proud of you. And
Thank you.
I just wanted to
so proud of you as
celebrate
well.
you. And I wanted, Tony and I talked about it, and I was like, we have to spotlight Tanzy.
I appreciate
Because
you
not
ladies
only
so
that,
much.
what you're doing here and who you represent as Black women, this is so important.
And
thank you
also
so
as
much.
Black moms, every time I have seen you and
Single.
your son, it has been amazing.
Oh,
you
thank
can
you.
tell he is very well loved, and he is such a beautiful boy.
Thank you so
He really
much.
is.
Thank
you can
you
tell
so
he's
much.
very well traveled
Thank you so
and
much.
very well loved.
He
every
is.
time I see him.
He is.
So
Thank you so
not
much.
only are you a good business owner, you're a good mom.
yes.
Thank
A
you.
good, and maybe a good stylist.
I work hard every day
We'll
to make sure that this
Yeah.
guy.
And yesterday was National Only Kids Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So tell your son, happy National. My son had
have
National.
a day
My
for
dad,
everything. You have a
yeah.
day for everything.
Chauncey, it was all National Only Kids Day yesterday.
I will do that.
Yeah.
I will
So,
do that.
as you guys know, we have a podcast.
Yes. And we watch.
Focus on TV, movies, entertainment.
Say it fast, Tiff. It's
TV,
on.
movies, entertainment. So, Eric, I'm going to start with you. What you watching?
I just finished Your Honor on BMF.
Okay. Let me say this.
Can we have a moment?
Can we have a moment?
Yes.
I was a newly person that started watching Your Honor.
Really?
And I finished it.
Okay.
Are you finished?
I'm finished.
It's amazing.
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 Yes.
I'm
Fabulous.
so mad that I was so
Fabulous
late to
series.
the game.
Yes.
But you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
But it's fabulous. And
It was really
BMF
good.
was good. This season was a little slow,
Yeah.
but it was okay.
Yeah. How do you
It's
think
all right.
Monique did?
5.
Monique, but we've talked about it. But no, Monique is a great actress.
Okay.
She's a gangster,
She
baby.
is,
Yeah?
but this
Yeah.
we'll talk about it a little later.
I haven't
But
finished it, so
okay,
don't tell me.
okay, all
Well,
right.
no, we in your shop, so you.
Yeah, we do spoilers. We do spoilers.
Sorry.
Yeah. So what you watching?
Well, I watch Your Honor as well.
Yep.
The ending, I was just like,
Oh my gosh.
They're wild.
I mean,
I watch Your Honor.
guys, we have told y'all this before. If you are not watching Your Honor, you're
Oh
doing
my
it
God.
Go watch
yourself
it.
a disservice.
You are.
Please tune in.
Go watch it.
I watched
it's
that. I watched Snowfall. I'm not finished with Snowfall
Okay.
yet, but I'm almost done with
Brilliant.
that. Ghost. Ghost
Power.
is my
Yes, Power.
favorite.
For sure. Yep.
And BMF.
BMF. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you like Da Vinci and BMF?
Are you kidding
Oh my
me,
goodness.
honey?
He's gorgeous. Isn't he?
Fine.
Oh my God, he is.
Fine.
Well, guys, this has been amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
so much.
ladies.
Thank
Come
you. We
here
love you guys.
And
We
bless
love
this
you.
space. And
Yep.
I'm so proud. And it's
Thank you
just
so
more
much.
to come.
Yes, it is.
And guys, this is we're coming from Salon Moguls. It is located at 2211A Gladstone Avenue.
And
You
the
guys,
whole experience when you walk in, it's like,
yes, it's absolutely
so check it out. It is
Yes.
gorgeous in here.
Thank you so
So
much,
thank you
ladies.
and cheers to you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers to beauty and making it happen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
Thanks for joining us. This is season 3, episode 8. Woo! If you only knew the things that we're laughing at before we're on air. But guys, thank you so much. We want to thank you guys so much for being subscribers of Popcorn and Champagne. And guess what? We got to 1,000. Woo!
Now we
Thank
need to
you,
get to
guys.
5,000.
Yeah, that's the next goal.
I'm
right?
aggressive.
For sure. But guys, thank you so much for subscribing to
Yes.
our YouTube page. It's Popcorn and Champagne. And make sure that you subscribe to our
IG page.
which is popcorn_champagne.
Amen, amen.
Yay. And then also episodes are available wherever you get your podcast.
Yes, ma'am. And we have to mention our girls
Listen, Colonel's Popcorn, the pretty people. Go to Colonel's Popcorn and get the Tony and Tiff mix where you get 10% off.
Yes.
And you saw them today.
I
right?
did.
They're
Lovely
so
girls. Thank
sweet.
you.
I love them. Love them. Love them. And special shout out to Tanzy, right?
That's right. We're here at Salon Moguls today, and we had an amazing interview with her today.
Yes, she's wonderful.
So, hey, Black Girl Magic all day.
I love it all day long. So now it is time for
Infotainment.
Whoa, okay. Matthew McConaughey. all right. So Matthew McConaughey has been picked to do a spinoff of
Yes.
Yellowstone.
So excited.
You and I love Yellowstone,
Yes.
right? So I know there's been some tension going on with if Kevin Costner is coming back because Yellowstone, I think, is season 5, right?
Yeah.
They're on a mid-season
Yes,
finale,
break,
and
yeah.
that's coming back and supposedly this summer. They
Yes.
don't know if Kevin Costner is coming back or not. But the good thing is there is a spinoff.
It's a spinoff. I've read that Kevin is coming.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
there's a spinoff with Matthew McConaughey. Clearly, my guy, what is his name? Sheridan is building.
Taylor Sheridan. Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan is building a franchise empire with this.
Yes.
He's my new favorite.
Oh, he's the dopest.
Yeah.
I mean, like 1883, 1923, Yellowstone, and then
Yeah.
this with
666.
No, it's called 466.
Okay, thank you.
We'll talk
Because
about
we
that
don't want
next.
to talk about the
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
We'll talk about the 3.
We don't know what that's called yet.
Okay.
Right.
But I think it's going to be a winner for sure.
I do too. Anything Matthew McConaughey does, we love him. He's like
He
our
commits.
little guy. Yeah, he does. So speaking of Yellowstone, we talked about, you wanted to call it 6666, whatever. But it's called the 4 Sixes. And
Yes.
this was brought up in the Yellowstone when it was on air. And remember, Jimmy was sent to that
Yes.
particular ranch, right?
Yep.
To get himself together. So that is another spinoff that's happening. And this is like a big deal because this was like a for real ranch.
It is a for
Yeah.
real ranch. And shout out to Jimmy because he's one of my favorites.
Jimmy, I love Jimmy.
And Jimmy decided to stay at the ranch
Yeah.
and make a life with his wife and things like that.
Did they get married? They didn't get married.
Oh, I thought they got married.
His
but-
girlfriend.
Okay, his girlfriend.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
his girlfriend.
But yeah, and the relationship with this ranch goes back to the daughter trying to revive Yellowstone Ranch.
Yep.
For income with the beef, the Yellowstone branded beef, right?
Okay.
So hopefully that this might be like a real deal. Like, you know how some shows do tequila and they make money?
Yeah.
They might really make the beef based off of
like
this.
Seriously, like they really could be making beef. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like they will sell them in stores.
They could.
Okay.
This
like
could
it's
be
a for,
something.
but it is a for real ranch.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
I did do some
They're real
research on that.
cowboys.
Yeah.
It's the real deal.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's going to probably take about a year or 2 years for it to develop, the show
So
develop.
shout out to Taylor Sheridan for
my man.
all of these different franchises
Love
that
him.
he is doing. How
Yeah.
brilliant is that?
He is putting a whole new shine on what a cowboy is.
Yeah.
It's hot to me. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so next, Taraji P. Henson. So did you do you watch Abbott Elementary?
Okay, so I peek in.
Okay.
Yes.
She was on there last night.
Yes.
And it was so good. As her mom,
Yes.
as Janine's mom. And you know what? She was probably Cookie, almost Cookie from Empire. Not all the way Cookie from Empire, but she was
That's what
Cookie
she
from
reminded
Empire.
me of. A little bit of Cookie in there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I thought it was brilliant of Quinta
Brunson.
to add her to the cast like that.
Yeah.
And she's hoping for more episodes. I hope they make her
reoccurring.
Yeah.
I love it. I hope so too. So Taraji P. Henson, she has a foundation, which is Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation, which is named after her dad. And she has teamed up with Kate Spade's people in New York to provide wellness pods.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, for HBCUs.
Yes.
The first HBCU school that's going to be Alabama State, right?
Her father struggled with mental health.
Yeah, issues.
And I think this is brilliant. I saw her interview on Today's Show.
Yeah.
And she wants to do a tour across HBCUs.
Love that.
To provide these wellness pods that will give an outlet to students who feel just overwhelmed, stressed, whatever. So it may be meditation. It could be therapy. It's totally innovative. I'm here for it.
So the ones that I've seen, the illustrations that I've seen are divine.
Yeah,
they're lovely.
No, they're
so hopefully,
special.
and so they're called She Care Wellness Pods, right? And eventually they're going to have He Care Wellness Pods and They Care Wellness Pods, right? Brilliant.
I love it.
Shout out to Taraji.
Can we just talk about her trip to Bali?
Talk about her trip to Bali.
So she went on a Eat, Pray, Love type situation. She went by herself. You and I talked about this.
Yep.
And just the courage it took to go by yourself to such a faraway land.
Right.
But you have to go for purpose, I feel like.
I do.
To where you would totally dedicate yourself.
I agree with that. You know where I told you I wanted to go.
Yes. I told you what road not to go down.
Okay.
No, but she wants to do the same thing. Tony wants to go on a journey.
I do. I want to go to Honduras.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to do this whole vegan thing with Dr. Sabi thing with Oshi. You know, that thing that he has. It's a 2-week retreat.
Total detox.
I really want to do that.
I want you to.
But you told me not to go down. You said not to go down the street that Left Eye.
Yeah, Left Eye did the same journey.
Yeah, I wouldn't be driving.
Okay.
Just because.
She'll have a driver.
I'll have a driver. But shout out to Taraji for doing that on her own.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Totally get that.
Okay, next we have.
Next is time for
Reality show
recap. Okay, you go on.
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Okay.
Season 6 premiered on April 8th. And the season's back with your girl is not on here anymore.
Who?
She got
Destiny. Listen, I told you. You know what I told you about that when we did that movie?
You got to meet Destiny.
I did. I got to meet Destiny, and we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
Let me just say that.
So she's been
she's
accused. He fired her, Carlos.
Come on, Carlos.
So, but if you watched the reunion,
right,
she was accused of not opening up and sharing her life.
Okay.
Which Kimmy put it all out there, and I kind of was like, you know what? She's right.
Kimmy did. What did Kimmy say?
So Kimmy basically was like, you know, we all are out here giving our all. Like, we are sharing everything.
Right.
And you hold back.
Right. Okay.
You know, and she kind of put it on, well, you know, I had a divorce. And so what?
Right.
Like we've all kind of been through the same thing.
Like Potomac, right?
Yeah.
With everybody else, with Giselle holding back. Okay.
And so
she got
Carlos let her go.
So she's gone.
And I just think that she was not in a good space. And I wanted her to win.
I did too. She was, to me, the realest.
Yes,
she really was.
But she just was not given enough of her own
I get
life.
it.
So unfortunately, he let her go.
Can we give a shout out to these salon chairs that we're sitting in?
Bye.
Look at this. This feels like butter.
Look at this table right here.
It's like, I walked in and I was just like, I like it.
But also, Marceau gets a new business partner in him and Tisha's business. Tisha's feeling some type of way about this because it basically pushes her out. Now, I don't know who the guy is. There's only one episode that has aired.
With the cigar thing?
No.
Or what? This is with
what makes the money.
Stuff. Okay.
And so Martell is in therapy. Okay.
Good for Martell.
Martell's in therapy.
Okay.
And so Sheree is like she's going to make.
Is Sheree on here?
Yes. She's going to make appearances on the show.
Okay.
And Martell his main focus, I feel like, is to make peace with Melody.
Oh, good.
But
he wants to make peace.
She's just like still strong arming it a little bit.
So
I'm in for it. It's one of my faves. I like the group.
So this just started. So how many episodes are we in?
Only
just one. Okay, so I can catch up.
Yeah,
on
you can catch up.
But you know what I will say about Love and Hip Hop Huntsville?
Love and Marriage.
Excuse me. Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's so many episodes. They don't take a long enough break.
No, I thought they took a long break. They're picking up from like Christmas.
Okay, but this is just like April.
I know.
Usually they're gone a lot longer.
Yeah.
So kudos to them for picking right back up.
Yeah.
So the next one is SWV and Escape. So, okay. So let me tell you something. This to me started out really, really slow, right? It picked up to me. I love the whole thing. I will tell you this. Taj George is the breadwinner of this particular reality show. To me, I loved how Taj George brought calmness. She brought peace. She brought maturity.
Yes.
And she was really trying to rally all the troops and be like, okay, whatever all the drama you guys are going through, let's squash all it and let's go get this money.
She's really a good person.
She is.
She's a good person.
She's a homegirl. She's
a
Nashville.
mom.
Yep.
And to your point, yes.
Yeah.
She wants peace in the valley.
She does. She wants peace in the valley. I am troubled with Tamika and Tasha's relationship. I'm troubled with the sisters that can't get it together. You know what I'm saying? I'm troubled with the fact that Tasha and her husband allegedly have perhaps stolen money.
Yeah.
One thing I did like is that Candy, Tiny, and Tamika brought receipts of them bringing money about Rocky and Tasha possibly stealing money. So I did like that. Now, I actually like Tiny.
No, Tiny is got a clear head on her.
Tiny has a clear head, yeah. Tiny said...
Give it to him, Tony. Give it to him.
Tiny said, I just think everybody need to put the money down on the table. Where do I get these voices from? But no, seriously.
Kind of sounds like Letitia's mama from Love and Huntsville.
Maybe. Oh, it does. She said, Marcel, what you doing, Marcel? What you doing, Marcel? It's a nasal.
Yeah, Tiny.
Tiny's real.
Don't keep it 100.
Yeah, she's keeping it 100. Here's the thing, too. Coco is a hothead. Coco said, but I do like Coco for the fact that she's very blunt. She says exactly what she means. She speaks it. She talks it. You're gonna always know where she is, but it's the way she says it.
Yeah. So based on an interview, they are regretting. SWV is regretting doing the reality show based on all the drama and how they're not getting much love from Escape.
I can see that because Escape came after SWV.
They did.
And
it was like this competition thing between the two of them. I don't get it.
Let's go get the money.
Let's get this money.
Like they're fighting over the last song. Should it be understanding? Should it be weakness?
Yeah, no.
And or weak. I think weak has sold more than understanding.
Yeah.
So why not just roll
and
with
the
that?
Instagram followers and the whole thing was just a competition.
It was. I know they were saying that they really wanted to capitalize on the fact that Candy and Tiny both had reality shows, and so they were trying to capitalize on that because they're the most accomplished.
Because Candy gonna get that money.
Candy's gonna get the money, but I'm starting to see a little side of Candy that's like,
yeah, she gonna get her bread.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it.
Regardless,
she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. Oh, but Tiff, what I did think was funny with them was how Candy and them were talking about the clothes that SWV wear at the concert. Like they wear heels, right? They put on heels,
sequins,
and
leotards.
Yeah, and they said that SWV put on combat boots and sneakers
and jerseys.
I love it. It was funny.
But yeah, it has ramped up. I would give it a little
what would you give that? Would you give that a champagne moment or what?
Well, no, it's burnt popcorn for me. Because I can't really watch it all the way through. So,
okay.
Next we have documentary recap.
Pretty Baby aired on Hulu
April
on
3rd.
April 3rd. And this is the documentary. It's a 2-part documentary of Brooke Shields.
Yes.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a champagne moment for me.
It was.
It was a lot of information.
Brooke. I learned so much about her.
Me too.
Like she was that girl, the most photo woman. Is that a word?
Photograph.
Thanks. It's been a long day, guys.
Yes.
Most photographed woman in the world.
So what I really liked about her is that, she was really a pretty child.
Beautiful.
She really was. She was really pretty. But what I liked about her is she did go to school. She went to college. She went to Princeton.
She's smart.
Yep, she went to Princeton, and she actually lost her virginity to Dean Cain. Did you see that part?
I did.
Okay. But what I also thought was interesting was that once she graduated, it was hard for her to find work.
Yeah.
And, the fact that, her momager, was her manager.
Who was an alcoholic.
Who was a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
But her mom saw something in her that was like, listen. From birth. Like, I'm going to make this girl a star.
She said that her mother just thought she was the most beautiful thing ever.
All of us do. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, your mom thought that about you.
Well, I don't know.
Your mom thought that about you.
Well, I looked a little rough.
Oh my! Stop it! Stop it!
You wouldn't want me on TV.
Stop it!
But her mom truly believed in it.
But she did it though.
Yeah.
I mean, she really was a pretty girl.
She's gorgeous.
But the thing about it is, she was a child actor. She was a model. She did all of those things. And some of the things that she was talking about, she was recently on Drew Barrymore talking about when she would work after the job was done. They would have things. She would get they would have a new car.
Yeah.
They would have a new house. And how, she had to work, for her mom and her to have all the things that they had.
And it also showed you how resilient children are because she became her mother's protector.
She did.
Because of the bad behavior, the alcoholism,
Yep.
she protected that woman.
She did.
And grew up. She grew up fast.
Yeah. You could see, speaking of protecting her mother, one of the things that happened was anytime she did an interview, her mom was sitting right beside her. And now that Brooke has said this, you could tell the amount of coaching that her mom has done with her about what to say, how to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then fast forward to her and her beautiful daughters. Sitting in a kitchen.
Yeah.
And they're just going for broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like telling her what they think and how they and things that she was never able to do.
Yeah.
I thought it was really great. It gave you behind the scenes on this woman's life, and she left it all on the table.
But what about the Michael Jackson part?
Yeah.
What about Michael Jackson saying that he and Brooke were dating, and she had to call him and it's like, Michael, what are you doing?
We're not dating.
We're friends. Why would you say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought this was a really good documentary. I encourage everybody to watch it. This is a champagne moment. She actually too was raped.
Yes.
Yeah, and she does not tell who was her victim, who victimized her. But I'm telling you right now, it was a really, really good documentary.
My favorite part was the Calvin Klein footage.
And you know what? Let's go back. Let's talk about that for a second. When you look at that Calvin Klein footage.
Yeah. It's so provocative.
It's really not. But back in the 80s,
it was.
For us in our generation,
yes.
It was provocative.
But the lines that they gave her were like kind of, you know.
But if you think about how television is now, we just...
But you can't exploit children like that anymore.
100% agree with you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying how times have changed. In our era, that was like,
yeah.
Now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was here for it. I was just like, can I get those jeans?
Absolutely. We all had a pair of Calvin Kleins. Yeah.
That's it.
But listen, Pretty Baby, it's on Hulu. I think it is a must see.
It's good.
100%. The next one is, listen, this is not a documentary recap. This is a comedy special that was on Netflix. And this is My Name is Monique.
So when it opened, I just couldn't get past the explicit, you know, language. I mean, MF this, in this. Let me just say this. I respect Monique, period, hands down. First of all, she looked beautiful. I thought she looked stunning on the show.
Okay.
She had this packed out house in Atlanta. I think they were Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was, after how hard she had to fight for this Netflix series, I was taken aback.
Me too. It was not good. It was not good. It was so much MF in the N word. It was so much that. You and I talked about this in great length. It was a missed opportunity.
It was.
Because she had a feud with Netflix, right? Yeah. Because they're paying Amy Schumer more than they're going to pay her.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing in Hollywood
yeah.
with Monique and how they said she's hard to work with. She doesn't get along with Tyler Perry. She doesn't get along with, at the time, Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
She's hard to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I wanted this to be an opportunity for her to win. Which
I think the material
is bad.
I think it is doable, but I think she directed it in the wrong way. It should not have been a comedy special. It should have been a one-woman show, first of all.
It was a one-woman show.
Well, meaning it should have been more Broadway-ish. It should have been like, I gave you the comparison of Mike Tyson and how he did his show. He poked fun at himself, but he showed you his life.
Her ego's too big for poking fun at herself, though, because she thinks she's right.
But she did.
She thinks she's right, though.
She told you about her story and her family, and she had a lot to get off of her chest.
She did. It was a lot of and listen, we curse, right? It was a lot for me. I feel like you and I both talked about this, and we agreed that we feel like she missed an opportunity to win on this one.
She did.
This was burnt popcorn for me.
Didn't like it.
You can watch it if you want, but I would say not. But that's on you.
Yeah, she unloads a lot. She talks about her a bisexual lifestyle and her family, and it just could have been done in a different, more tasteful way.
100% agree with you on that.
Yeah, because I want her to win. I love
do,
her.
because she's a phenomenal actress.
She is.
She really is. Now it's time for ready?
Jesus. Drama recap.
Drama recap. Okay, so
you watched it.
Listen, I'm watching it.
Okay, Beef on Netflix.
Okay, this is really good.
It's so good. It's road rage on 50. Now, I'm not even going to say 10. But it starts out with this suburban woman driving a white SUV.
Ali Wong. Love it.
Ali Wong, who's the bomb. And she cuts this guy off and ends up flipping him with a bird. And the rest is history, right? So they come after each other in the worst way. They get involved in each other's lives. She ends up having a relationship with the brother. But at the end, the last 2 episodes.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to hear it because I'm not done watching it.
But I'm going to keep it brief.
Go, please spoil it for me. Go.
They end up realizing that they are a lot alike.
Yeah.
So Danny,
which is Stephen Young.
Yeah, who had a real long stint on Lost.
He was on Walking Dead as well.
On Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. It plays the guy that she has this road rage with, and it's just a phenomenal relationship. It's the love-hate kind of relationship that you are going to tune in for. But at the end, because they get lost in the wilderness together under certain circumstances, they end up sharing things, and they are a lot alike. They're depressed.
Yeah.
They feel like they're not living their full potential. Danny confesses to her that he tried to kill himself buying a whole bunch of these little grills, and
she tried to kill herself too. It's a dark comedy. It's very funny,
but I'm here for it. They're gonna get a lot of awards for it.
Yeah. It was the most watched show on Netflix last weekend. Yeah.
Like every episode was just, I couldn't get enough.
It's a dark comedy. I'm not finished with it, but it is so good.
It's very good.
It's so good.
And to me, I feel like this really could happen in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, they get intertwined in each other's lives to the point where they try to destroy each other. And it's very comical. So I highly recommend it. Champagne moment for me.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh
I watched it.
Did you? Okay. The next in drama recap is Succession.
Say it louder.
Succession. Season 4, episode 3, hands down, was the best television performance in TV history. Yes, you agree. Listen, they're going to be thrown Emmys off of this episode alone. So it's all about Logan Roy. Yeah. So Logan Roy, who is the huge patriarch of this whole media conglomerate, he passed away. He died flying to Switzerland to finish up a deal with another media company. Let me tell you this. I watched this on Sunday night, and I told you this. I watched this on Sunday night, and we'd gone to a movie, and I came home, and I watched it. I said, I'll watch it tomorrow. Yeah. Something told me to watch it, and I watched it at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I go to sleep. I wake up at 3 o'clock to go to the gym. Yeah. I said, I'm going to watch it again, because I was dreaming about this. Oh, wow. I cannot believe the things that happened in this particular episode. So, okay.
They've been trying to kill this man off since season 1. And so I'm not as dedicated as you are to it. But what I did do, I watched it, and I peeked in. I peek. The thing about it, I thought what made it special was that, one, they didn't show him.
They didn't show him. But one of the things that I thought that also made it special is the whole time, I think, kudos to them, because all of us viewers, the audience, were feeling what the children were feeling. It's the anxiety that we were feeling, because they all thought that possibly he was going to wake up. Possibly, you know, he's always, something has happened to him before, something like this, and he recovered. So the whole time, I kept thinking that Logan Roy was going to wake up, until I saw him the body come out of the airplane into the ambulance. And the emotions that the children had was so real, was so on point. I felt it. Yeah.
Well, they definitely ain't no black family.
No, definitely no. No black family. No, not at all.
But when they were doing the compressions on him, I thought, okay, this is for real.
But one thing I will tell you, anytime the title of the show was Connor's Wedding. Connor is a brother. He's the oldest brother. Yes. He still had his wedding.
He did.
After he found out his dad passed away. One of the things, see, Connor, he has a different mom than Kendall, Siobhan, and Roman. And when they told him the dad died, he was like, I felt so sorry for him, because
he didn't know what to do.
He was like, he didn't like me. And then he said, I never got a chance to make him proud. But and if you know Logan Roy, Logan Roy is...
No, he's a hard ass.
Oh my goodness. He's something else.
But the one thing about that brother, let's just talk about that.
Connor?
Yeah. The champagne moment with me for him was the discussion that he had with his bride.
Oh yeah. Are you with me for the money?
Let me just say this.
Are you with me for the money?
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because she said, well...
Yeah. Well, she tried to leave him too.
And if we don't do this today, I don't know if this woman's going to be here tomorrow.
Let me tell you something.
That whole scene.
It was. But let me tell you, the scene for me was Shiv, the daughter,
Yeah.
rejecting her ex-husband's embrace.
No, she embraced him.
No, she embraced him, but she realized I can't trust the embrace.
Oh, and then she kind of
backed
walked
away.
off.
She backed away from that embrace because Logan Roy was the only ally he had.
Yeah.
And he knows that his days are numbered at Waco. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, this was hands down, if you don't even watch Succession, Tiffany doesn't watch Succession, but you saw that episode.
I did.
Amazing episode. I'm telling you, they're going to have Emmys thrown at them.
Yeah.
Hands down, best episode
And it's the
ever.
last season.
Last season, and they definitely went out with a bang. And Brian Cox, who plays Logan Roy, he said, he was
ready to go, right?
No, he said he thought he was going to die in episode 7 and 8.
Yeah.
He said episode 3.
No, they dragged it on.
Yeah. Having him die in episode 3 was brilliant.
And the way it was done.
And Kendall, the way Kendall wouldn't go see the body and how he watched the body come out there. Oh my gosh. Best episode. If you do not watch Succession, I encourage you to watch at least that episode. By far the best ever.
It was pretty good.
It was good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. So now it's time for movie recap. As my co-host finds her notes.
So, Air. Tony and I went to the movies.
Woo! This was phenomenal.
Premiered on April 5th.
Yes.
And it is surrounded by the year of 1984.
Yeah.
When we discovered Air Jordan.
Wondering why we got those on today.
So this right here is just loaded. I told Tony when I saw it, I said, honey, we could talk an hour about this.
Yeah, you did. You did.
It is brilliantly done. It is my most favorite movie, and it's only April. Mm-hmm. I believe this is going to be loaded with Oscar nominations. The star-studded.
Yep.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, kudos, Jesus. I mean, everything you touch turns to gold.
Yeah. You know who my favorite is. When everything he touches, Jason Bateman.
Yeah. He did a great job.
Bateman. I love the fact that they realized that the mom, and the parents are there, right? But the mom is like,
yes. The mom is the
decision.
champagne moment of the whole movie.
Viola Davis, yeah. She created something that she probably didn't know she created.
Yeah. So basically, at the end of the movie, she creates a deal. So they go to Converse and they get their pitch from Converse, and then they go to Adidas. The brilliant part of it is Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro,
right?
Who is he's a legend in his game, but he is very successful at AAU basketballs and tournaments, and just turning the whole sneaker game around with colleges. He's innovative. He's insane. And so he worked with Nike for many, many, many years. Those men made a lot of money out of that. And funny story real quick. They did an interview with Sonny Vaccaro last night. I forgot the guy's name on the show he did with. But he told the story about how he was with Nike and they eventually fired him.
I was going to say, he got fired.
He got fired. He went to Adidas. Mm-hmm. Guess who he went to Adidas and made a star?
Who?
Kobe Bryant. This man, everything he touched turned to gold.
Yeah.
But it focused on that group. Phil Knight, played by Ben Affleck.
Yep. The marketing director, who was played by
Jason
Bateman. One of the things I liked about it is they didn't show Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
They never showed his face. They never showed him. He never said a word.
No.
It was always the mom and the dad that was representing him.
Which I thought was brilliant.
I did too.
One, I think for them to even make that movie, Jordan doesn't want any of his likeness portrayed by another actor.
But what's crazy is that Jordan's mom made the deal. Every shoe that is sold, Michael should make a percentage of that.
So no one was doing this.
No, and he got a Benz. And he got a Benz.
And he had to get that Benz.
So they said in the ending credits that he makes $400 million in passive income. That means he does nothing and he just makes this.
Yeah.
You're talking about generational wealth.
Yeah.
Kudos to Michael Jordan's mom.
Yeah. But can we just have a moment of the perfect coiffed hair and the eyeshadow that matched every outfit?
Viola Davis
woman was a force.
She was
a force, and I love how Ben and Matt focused on this mother and the power of a black mother.
Yeah,
where you think, how is this woman making this kind of deal?
Yeah,
but she's telling you that speech. So the speech that Sonny Vaccaro gave in that boardroom was, he saw the future. It's like this man was a prophet when it came to Michael Jordan.
Right.
Guys, it is so powerful.
It is so good. Even the guy that came up with the actual shoe,
Pete,
and the guy that came up with the air, like him jumping in the air,
Pete,
he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
But the brilliancy of that, you could tell he seemed like he was kind of on a spectrum a little bit. He was kind of quirky.
Yes.
But the whole detail of this and how it all came together was absolutely amazing.
It was
amazing. Really was. It was amazing.
It was amazing. And you don't, like the guy who's playing Jordan, like,
you never see his face.
It doesn't even matter.
You never see it. You don't know who it is.
But it's okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And then,
I 100%
and then his
agree.
agent. Oh my gosh. His agent.
And the agent swear he came up with just do it, right?
No, Air Jordan.
No, Air Jordan.
Which he did say it on the call.
Yeah.
So please rush to the movie theater to see this. It is so good. It gave me chills, goosebumps, everything. I thought of you, Tony, with you and Chance, and just making deals for your son. Like just watch, looking out for them like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just so powerful to me. Yeah. So champagne moment.
Definitely. Okay, so now it's time for what you watching.
Yes.
Okay, Praise This on Peacock. Chloe Bailey. Okay, so this premiered April 7th on Peacock.
If you can get past her sashaying in the church, honey, because she's so provocative. Jesus.
She is. I like her. I love her. She's sexy.
Very.
Yeah.
So the music was lovely.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cute. It was okay. It's a burnt popcorn.
Yeah, me too.
For me.
All right, so what's coming up on, I cannot wait for this, is April 21st is Dear Mama, the saga of Finney and Tupac.
Long overdue.
Yeah, Tupac Shakur. So this is going to be the first 2 episodes of the 5-part series that's going to be airing.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for this. It's directed by Alan Hughes.
Yeah.
And so I think this is really going to be good.
Is this, because a lot of people have rights to things, is this Jada's stuff? Or?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about Jada, and everything that I read, I didn't hear Jada.
Okay.
So I could be wrong on that one. So cannot wait for that.
I'm tuning in to that.
Next is Love and Death. This is going to be April 27th. This series is based on a true story of Wiley, Texas housewife Candy Montgomery. Remember, this was on, what was the show
We've
called?
covered this before.
Yeah, we've covered
it was
this
called
before.
Candy.
That's what it was called on Hulu.
It was called Candy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to top this because Jessica Biel,
she killed it.
Woo!
She killed it on this one. She killed it on this one.
So they're doing another one.
Yep.
For another point of view, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I'm really excited. I'm going to watch it.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, definitely.
The story is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's about Candy Montgomery.
Now, you talk about this one. So
Till Death Do Us Part premiered on Hulu. April 13th. Courtney and Travis. And you get an insight of all 3 weddings. So the first wedding happened in Vegas after Grammy night. They did it there. Elvis married them. And
the real Elvis.
Yes, the real Elvis. And then the next one was Santa Barbara because they had to do an actual wedding before they went to Italy so it could be legal. So they take you on a journey of their love. Tony's like...
Me and Travis went over there, and she never blinks. She always looks at the camera like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we just had like 5 cups of matcha.
It's too much. Am I going to like it?
I love them.
Yeah, whatever.
He rubs
Am
on
I
her.
gonna like it? Am I gonna like it? But let's keep it real. Travis dated Kim.
What?
Yes. Google it.
I don't like that. Don't spoil it.
Okay, well, I mean...
Well, they're madly in love, so...
Okay. Well, he liked Kim.
Not enough, apparently.
Well, I mean, he probably could have, but she was taken.
She wasn't in all that, honey. You know, she like that brown sugar.
Definitely does like that. Definitely does like that.
Okay.
So anyway, okay, that is it. We're done.
It was a lot.
Hey, it was a lot. Thank you guys so much for joining us at Popcorn and Champagne. Thanks to the wonderful Tanzy Wright at Salon Moguls for being here with us today. This has been so much fun.
It's been amazing. And remember, her location is at 2211A Gladstone Avenue. So remember to follow us on our YouTube page and like us on IG at popcorn_champagne.
And remember to go to Colonel's Popcorn to get the Tony and Tiff mix where you'll get 10% off.
Yes. Guys, we love you.
Hey, Kris Jenner, call us.
Andy Cohen, we want to be behind that bar. Love you.
Cheers.